after I had the injury, I ended up spending 8 weeks flat on my back with a sandbag either side of my head, pretty much staring at the ceiling. And yeah, I had a lot of time to think then. And it was interesting that the things that I worried most about were probably not the things that most would worry about. Like I was obviously I was worried about not being able to pursue a career dream, not being able to play sports. I was very athletic. But the thing I was worried most about at that time was my parents actually finding my journal. And then the first time I actually went home for a visit, the first thing I did was I actually went into my bedroom, I found the journal and I tore it into little pieces and threw it in the bin. Mm. And it was at that moment that I felt, again, it was hard because it was like ripping up so much of my past life, but I felt, I guess, a sense of empowerment in that moment, even though it was quite a traumatic experience. But I guess the fear of it being found and read was greater than the experience of actually tearing it up. And so it was a really, challenging experience to do, and I haven't really spoken about that. And then I actually never ever kept a journal again after that moment until probably 10 years ago. Mm.
So how does it make you feel when you think of it now?
Yeah, I still feel it was, I did it from a place of strength in that it was, at the time I didn't realize, I guess, how much it was kind of putting a closure on a previous life. But now I kind of feel that it was almost a symbolic saying goodbye to, who I was and who my plans were to be. And then going, okay, look, let's look forward now rather than spend too much time looking back.
Is that the takeaway, you think?
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it in that way until talking about it now. I sort of just felt it was, more from a place of fear at the time. But, now when I do think about it, I think, yeah, it was probably a little bit of, okay, that bit's over, and time to focus on what's ahead.